Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the
Latin voices.
Yes. So happy on Blast Thursday for those who are on Thursday, and happy on Blast Friday for those who are on Friday. So let's find out what is our topic for today.
So we're going to talk about why a growth mindset opens door to a new possibility.
Yes, thank you, Jesse. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking. So, but before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hi everyone, my name is Yesenia, but everyone knows me as Jessie. I'm a nurse by profession. I live here in Ontario, Canada, but I'm originally from Cuba. I also have my business online and a mentor at the same time.
Thank you, Jesse. Okay, so let's dive into our topic for today.
So our topic for today is why a growth mindset open doors to a new possibility. So if you have asked this question, stay with us.
Yes, thank you, Jesse. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking today. So, welcome back to another episode of the Latin Voices. So today's conversation is about something that quietly influences every decision we make, and that is our mindset. The way we think that affects the way we respond to challenges. It influences whether we give up or we keep going. And whether we remain open to learning something new. So, for that, today we'll discuss two powerful reasons. Sorry, that's the cat. Today we'll discuss two powerful reasons why a growth mindset opens doors to new possibilities. So let's see what are today's point.
And the reasons are reason number one, a growth mindset help you see opportunities instead of obstacles. And number two, a growth begin when we remain teachable. So stay with us.
Yes, thank you, Jesse. Yeah, so those are the 2 points we're going to be talking today. So let's dive into our first point.
All right, so our first point is a growth mindset. Help you see opportunities instead of as obstacles. And this is something that we have to learn how to do it. Challenges are part of every journey. People with growth mindset look for lections with those challenges. They ask questions instead of making assumptions. They believe new skill can be learned, even challenge become an opportunity to grow. A different perspective often created different results. The opportunity you discover often depend on the perspective you choose. A growth mindset help you to focus on possibility instead of limitation. This is so true. Growth mindset help you to see opportunity instead of obstacles because we all face challenge. That's life. We all have moments where we think and things don't go as we planned. The difference is not about the obstacle itself, is how we choose to take that obstacle, and that is powerful. So someone with a fixed mindset, it will say to themselves or will question, this is impossible. I cannot do this. But someone with a growth mindset, if we ask instead, what can I learn from this obstacle? How can I overcome this challenge? And that is what makes the difference. That simple change on perspective can completely change the direction, of our life, the way that we see like everything around us, because every obstacle carries election. So every setback can become a set up for something better if you are willing to learn, adapt, and keep moving forward. So I learned that some of the greatest opportunity don't come discussed as success. They come discussed as challenge. They push us, to develop new skills, to become more resilient, discover strengths that we didn't know that we have. So the next time you face an obstacle, don't immediately ask, what this happened to me. Instead, ask, question about it. what opportunity is hiding on this challenge? What can I learn from this? And that question alone can change your mindset, your actions, and your future. So remember, opportunities are always found. Sometimes they are created by the way we choose to think. So always choose opportunity.
Thank you, Jesse. So yeah, Jesse just talked about growth mindset helps you see opportunities instead of obstacles. And I love something Jesse mentioned. A completely change of our perspective can change our life. And yes, that's a good analogy of that. Is like, for example, you're getting stuck in traffic, right? So one person will see this as a delay, while another one will turn on a podcast. And so it's a nice time, to learn something new. So this proves that the same situation can become either an obstacle for someone or an opportunity depending on your mindset. All right. And Jesse also added, um, oh, sorry, not that one. I choose opportunities over obstacles. So that's what Jesse put in here. So, yeah, so when you start seeing those obstacles as opportunities, that's the change of mindset. So, you will start seeing things different in a different perspective in a positive way. Okay, so let's move on to the next point. So, the next point is growth begins when we remain teachable. Um, one of the greatest qualities we can develop is the willingness to remain teachable. No matter how much experience we have, none of us knows everything. You know, every expert was once a beginner, and every person who continues growing understand that learning never really ends. I mean, if we take a look, normal in a normal life, the life is always teaching you things, so you're always learning. So being teachable means having the humility to say, I don't know this yet, but I'm willing to learn. And that attitude keeps us curious, help us improve, and also prepare us for opportunities we may not even see yet. So, I can relate to this point personally because, after spending more than 25 years in the film industry, I could have easily said, this is all I know. But instead, I chose to become a student again and I started learning digital skills, social media, artificial intelligence, leadership, communication, and marketing. At first, many of those things felt unfamiliar and even intimidating, for example, like YouTube. But every lesson I learned gave me a little more confidence and opened doors I never imagined would be part of my life. So I believe many of us are only no, are only one skill away or one conversation away or one lesson away from discovering opportunities we can see right now, but we're able to see once we take those opportunities. So as a reflection says, the moment we believe we have learned everything is often the moment we stop growing. So you gotta be open to learning, and that's how you grow. So let's just stay curious, let's ask questions, and let's never be afraid to learn something new. Because growth isn't about knowing everything, it's about remaining willing to keep learning. So here's the message for you guys: remaining teachable keeps the door open to lifelong opportunities because every lesson you learn today is an investment in the person you're becoming tomorrow. So that's what I want to share for this point. Now, let's see what is our key takeaway for this topic.
All right, so our key takeaway from all of this topic today. Today conversation remind us that our future is often shaped by the way that we think. When we choose curiosity over fear, learning over certainty, and grow over comfort. When we begin seeing possibilities that may have always been there. Remember, a growth mindset doesn't guarantee that every challenge will be easy, but it does help us to believe that every challenge can teach us something valuable and something, and sometimes one new lesson is all it takes to change the direction of our whole future.
Thank you, Jesse. Yes, so that's our key takeaway for our topic today. Now, let's find out what is a reflective question for the audience.
And for you, we want you to ask yourself, What is one area of your life where adopting a growth mindset could help we help you to see new possibilities? Sometimes changing that one perspective is the first step towards changing your whole future.
Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, so that's a reflective question for our audience. And we have arrived to the end of our topic. So we hope so that you learn why a growth mindset opens doors to new possibilities. We have shared some examples, from our experiences, our stories. So remember that a growth mindset doesn't change every circumstance, but it changes the way you see them. And when you remain teachable, every challenge becomes an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to create a future filled with new possibilities. So there you go. So now let's find out what is our topic for next Thursday. Oh, you're
So, all right. So, next Thursday here on Latin Voice, connect with us. We will be talking about the why the quality of your daily decision shapes the quality of your future.
Yes, thank you, Jesse. Yes, so that's our topic for next Thursday. So it will be a conversation about intentional living, personal responsibility, and how small daily choices influence the directions of our lives. So there you go. So we have arrived to the end of our lives. We want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. We want to also say thank you to Fossey Tiffy for the like emoji. So thank you, Fosi, for the
Thank you.
like
Thank
emoji for
you.
watching. Yeah. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Thursday for those who are on Thursday, and a happy and blessed Friday for those who are on Friday, and a happy and blessed weekend ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today, and we'll see you again in our next episode of the
Latin
Latin
Voices.
Voices.
Bye, mi gente.
Bye.
Adiós.